is electric. What a difference a week can make. Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside historic Keyworth Stadium, where tonight, one of the hottest teams in the league, Detroit City FC, plays host to FC Tulsa. Alongside my broadcast partner, John Krieger. My name is Neil Rule, and John, Detroit City FC, Tampa was a house of horrors for them. Bottom line, they came in, they slayed the beast, and Detroit City FC got a huge road win.
House of Horrors no more, Neil. They did what you're supposed to do when you're chasing a home playoff game in the USL Championship. You get a goal early. Devin Amu-Mensah with a header early on in the first half. You go in at the half level. And then here's that man, Ben Morris. A brace in the second half. You bag all 3 points. You excise the demons of a tough place to play in Tampa. It really continues to kickstart this 5-match unbeaten run.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at tonight's player to watch. Brought to you by The Finish. Long drink, a crisp citrus soda with premium spirits. Please enjoy responsibly. Of course, Ben Morris, not in the starting 11, but is available off the bench. But make no mistake, John, when this team needed him the most, he played the biggest.
What a super sub he could be tonight. But you know what? He's led the team in shots over the last month. He's been key. He's been the anchor up top that has spurred the good run of form.
Now there's another opportunity for Detroit City to deal with someone that's given them a lot of problems tonight in FC Tulsa. Their last time out on the road in Memphis, it didn't go their way. They certainly struggled to put chances together. Memphis able to get a very convincing 2-0 win, but FC Tulsa still on the playoff line, still with matches in hand. They're a factor.
They got points to play for, but they're faltering a little bit. They got to figure out a way to find the back of the net. Scoring's been difficult.
And the one that makes it go for FC Tulsa, Alexi Swehi. He's a guy that scored some goals for them this season. He's a pro that's been around 3 seasons at Lou City. During their great runs, he can play.
He's one of those glue guys you want when you're making a playoff push. Got 11 shots on the season, 3 goals. He will be a key factor tonight because he knows how to grit out wins like the one they'll need this evening.
Detroit City FC making their move in the Eastern Conference. Can they keep it rolling? When we come back, we will get you the starting 11s, and of course, we will kick it. Detroit City FC, FC Tulsa. We have it for you. Coming up next.
Let's do it.
Come on, Dad, get me.
Ooh, nice play. All right, you go. There we go.
So cute.
At Ally, we're helping millions save more for the things that matter most to them. Whatever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally.
Get back to work. SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high five strangers got. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Hi, Dave from DTE here. Ooh, this dirty HVAC filter makes your system work a lot harder, and that costs money. But they're really easy to change. First, just check the edge of your current filter to see what size to buy. Then, just insert the new filter with the arrow facing toward the furnace. It's that easy. Energy bill savings. Get more tips on our website.
There's a beer in the D for me and you. From Royal Oak to Jefferson Avenue. Grab a friend and a jersey too and chant. Chant like you give a damn. Now we're talking Detroit, and Strohs is spoken here.
Detroit City FC is presented by Ally. Ally, proud to be the official bank of DCFC. Ally Bank, member FDIC. Fago, proud to be the official pop of Detroit City. Brew Detroit, the official craft beer of Detroit City FC. And Fort Pontchartrain, proud to be the official hotel partner of DCFC. Welcome back inside Keyworth Stadium, our Detroit City FC 11, brought to you by Detroit Medical Center, the official healthcare provider of DCFC. And John, Jessiel Cedeno getting the start here tonight. The additions have made a difference.
You know, Trevor James moving into that technical sporting director role, making the most of it. A great acquisition on July 29th.
And on the other side for FC Tulsa, brought to you by Fort Pontchartrain, the official hotel partner of DCFC. And John, we talked about it. They are in the mix for the playoffs. This is huge tonight.
They need to come out, get that attacking twosome involved early and not sit back and let City bring the game to them.
All right, so we are just about ready to rock. Beautiful evening here at Keyworth. 83 degrees. It'll drop down to about 77 by the end of the match. And away we go. Detroit City FC Soccer. Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you on a Saturday night. Sheldon with the touch. And there's a familiar face for some Detroit City FC fans. Aaron Beboot with the touch. And here comes FC Tulsa. Ball into the box, making his turn. The shot, and Steinwasser turns that effort from Pacheco away. A little bit of early thunder from the visitors.
Well, that's exactly what we said they needed to do. Get the front two involved early, and Pacheco with a good early shot on goal, his 22nd of the season.
Luckily for DCFC, it was just thunder with no lightning. As Nate Steinwasser comes over, getting the start at the keeper spot. 1.18 goals against average, 4 clean sheets. And I'll tell you this, John, Danny Dicchio has a borderline embarrassment of riches at the goalkeeper spot. He should feel guilty, you know?
I don't think he should feel guilty at all, for being honest. But what it does do is something that we haven't seen always for Steinwasser, is give him a training partner that will push him. And sometimes when you have that in practice, it can make matches easier, also knowing that you don't have to shoulder all the burden yourself. So both keepers are better as a result.
Whistle goes against FC Tulsa. Stephen Carroll pings one down the pitch. Boy, beautiful ball from the captain. Cedeno gives chase to it. Cedeno over in the corner.
And Neil, that's what Cedeno does so well. You saw how close he was, just forcing the issue. You put him up top in that front three, he's just going to be an annoyance for the Tulsa backline all day.
Connor Rutz with the throw. It's touched away by Lasso. 50-50 ball up in the air, and that whistle will go against the visitors. Boubacar Diallo, the guilty party. Let's get you tonight's injury report, brought to you by Osteopathic Rehab Partners. Back to you, rehab for Detroit City FC. John, Elvis Amo out, couple out for FC Tulsa. And look, Amo, it was talked about whether or not he would play here tonight. We all saw him get cracked with that elbow last time out. Kind of sitting this one out in an abundance of caution.
And I think that's the right call. You're going to have a tough drive to the finish. You're right in that mix for the first home playoff game in the history of the club in USL Championship. Short-term delay, long-term success.
Cedeno stands over it. Cedeno curls it in short. That ball's loose on the 6 and headed away.
Get off of the thing.
And some frantic moments for FC Tulsa. And how about this for creativity, John?
Cedeno comes in, just a little chip into the mixing bowl. Went down, almost grazed a hand there, it looked like. Tight decision early.
Johan Penaranda will put the boot to it.
Panaranda's been a large part of why Tulsa's been able to stay around that playoff line, playing very well for Tulsa right now between the six. He's going to be tough to beat tonight.
Penaranda spent some time with Northern Colorado in USL League One the last 2 seasons. Penaranda just 8 goals conceded in his 10 appearances. Also, an 84% save percentage. That plays. No matter where you are, that plays. This portion of the broadcast here tonight brought to you by DMC. DMC Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. DMC, proud to be the official healthcare provider for Detroit City FC. Job tried to sell it. Patrick Segrist will put it in play. Segrist pushing up towards 100 USL matches played. Job bangs that one into the crowd.
Neil, 5 minutes in, a lot can happen, but this has the makings of an end-to-end cracker. Both sides really trying to press the ball, advance the ball. There's not a whole lot of bogged down play so far. Both teams on the front foot early. Has the makings of a fun one.
Lazo will give way on the throw. No, John, you're absolutely right. FC Tulsa, the visitors, they're coming in here. They're looking for a fight. They want to play.
Well, they had a rough week last week in Memphis.
Right.
You know, you go down there, you don't have much to show for it. I would bet that the training most of the week was, don't sit back and let that happen to you again.
Bradley Bourgeois pings it across the pitch. Bourgeois signed a homegrown contract with Houston Dynamo back in 2015. Great job by Matt Sheldon. And a flag is up on the far side, I believe. That is the case.
I know you like the 30,000-foot view, my friend. Here's the tactical part of this that could make this really fun. You got a 4-4-2 versus a 3-4-3. You know what that opens up? A lot of space in midfield. And with the fact that both of these teams like to press, you're going to have some overcommit at times. And that's going to open up the chance to switch to wings and move the ball through. You don't have to go over the top all the time. It allows for a lot of the attacking play fans like to see.
And a great effort from Victor Becerra there. Speeding up the process, giving chase. Good work rate early on. Pacheco. And now the call will be over. The call will be overturned, I believe. I thought that was a City throw.
I did too. And maybe a foul throw.
Or did he? No, we're going the other way. Sheldon saying, what are we doing? And Matt, I have the same questions.
That's okay, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. The FC Tulsa had the throw in. That's what we know. Here we go, we're playing. Villanueva pops that one up. Stepped over the line on the throw, I've been told. And John, to be honest, I should have caught that. I did referee training for my daughter's AYSO league this morning. I should know that.
Wait, Neil Rule referee? Oh, I will come see this. You gotta let me know when that's happening.
Villanueva making a good run. Gibbs gets it back. throw for Detroit City. Matt Sheldon sends it back to the captain, Stephen Carroll. Chip up ahead, looking for Maxi Rodriguez. That ball goes out of play. Danny Dicchio making Maxi Rodriguez a target here up top early on. Danny Dicchio in his first season here with Detroit City FC. He's an assistant coach for Sacramento Republic, Toronto out of MLS as well.
And there's a man who considers a lot of this year a year of transition. But if a year of transition is you're sitting in fourth and are pushing for a home playoff place and a home playoff game, that's a pretty good transition. And bringing in and instilling what you want to do with DCFC.
Lasso steps in front, but DCFC gets it right back. Villanueva saw Cedeno making a run, but saw it a little too late.
Good ball out wide.
Sheldon gets on the end of it. Connor Rutz is up as well. Rutz, his cross, fizzed in, headed away.
Unselfish leave by Sheldon there. Put it on a tee for Rutz.
Elijah will be called for the dangerous play.
Well, that's something that lies, shall we say, passionate nature usually brings out in most matches.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by the University of Michigan Flint, offering a flexible world-class education. Find the right program at umflint.edu. Into the 11th minute, Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you. Historic Keyworth Stadium. Beautiful August evening. Kids getting ready to go back to school soon. Detroit City FC has made their push up the Eastern Conference table, just sitting 3 points back of Tampa Bay for third.
We said we'd know where DCFC was at the end of this month. With all the matches they had to play, trying for a 9-point week this week, you know, if you can get the win here, they've made a really good account of themselves after kind of popping the clutch a little bit in July of getting back on track in August.
John, when it's all said and done, they'll have played 8 matches in the month of August. 8. You know, like 2 a week.
I would like to show the month of August schedule to anyone in worldwide soccer who says the American game doesn't tax athletes enough.
Right.
I'll see you that and raise you playing in August in Tampa. And I
Las Vegas. It was 105 at kickoff. Tampa, the humidity was 90,000%. It is. It's been a grinder, and Detroit City FC's come out on the other side. But John, in order to realize the full gains from it, these are the matches you have to have here tonight.
You really do have to try and get 6 out of the next 2. You got 4 of the next 5 at home, and you got to take points from those.
Sheldon will send it over to Michael Bryant. John, City's done a very good job of settling into this match, settling things down. FC Tulsa came out very aggressive, very high lines. They've seemed to have fallen back a little bit.
And City has been in control. Here's why they've fallen back. When City are in possession, I want you to take a look at both wings and how far forward they push. They are moving up.
Stojanovic lets it go, and Nate Steinwasser turns it away.
And you step off the gas there in a little bit of a giveaway, and oops, you almost get into trouble. And Steinwasser cleaning up the mess. There's the
mistake
giveaway
there from Sheldon, but Nate Steinwasser cleans it up.
That's a low skidding ball. Those are very tough. It took a little dive on him toward the post. Got good strong hands behind it.
Corner flicked over. It's off the crossbar. Side effort in the back of the net. And FC Tulsa takes a 1-0 lead. Aaron Bebout does the job. He played for Detroit City FC last year. Gets a goal here tonight.
That's a heck of a return to Keyworth for him. But where was the City defense? As we take a look at the replay, you've got to be better on a set piece than this. Short, chipped up, off the bar. Nobody there to clean up the trash. And you let a ball hang that far.
The deflection.
And that long in the 6-yard box, bad things can happen. It going off the bar froze everybody. And nobody was there to clean up the trash.
Aaron Beboot, the 19-year-old, gets the goal. The crowd is stunned here at Keyworth. But a dream start on the road for FC Tulsa.
And you know what? The fluky ones are like a giant straw. It just sucks the energy right out of the place. Off the bar and then banged in. And you got to find a way to rev the engines again, like this.
Villanueva comes through with it, tries to slot it to Maxi Rodriguez. As we cross into the 16th minute, DCFC playing uphill now. Cedeno gets the throw. Cedeno tosses it in. Maxi throws it across the box, and it's flicked away by Segrist.
FC Tulsa goal scored by number 29, Aaron Beboot.
Rutz has it poked away, and this throw will go to FC Tulsa. Foul will go against Detroit City FC. Gives me the opportunity to tell you, you can scan the QR code on your screen right now and subscribe to the Detroit City FC YouTube channel. Be the first to see match highlights, training content, and more. Just bust out that phone. I know you're sitting on the couch watching the match. That phone's sitting right there. Give that QR code the scan and subscribe to the Detroit City FC YouTube channel. Bryant slots it up ahead. Zara tried the 1-2. Cedeno got taken down to the turf. Diallo will send that one across. Job spins back. Bryant. Some delayed pressure from FC Tulsa across all fronts. Can City catch him? Rutz comes back.
There's that overcommit, and that's a nice cleanup by the back line. He had the chance to pop it in, and two runners. If City maintained possession, that's a nice cleanup by Tulsa.
Boy, Cedeno goes down. He was rolled up on by Andrew Booth.
You know, lost in all the goal and the ball off the bar and everything else. That's the giveaway by Sheldon that set all of that up. So for 18 minutes, City have controlled 16 of it. And there's the foul, and yeah, those will hurt in the later minutes. But he's up now. If you're Detroit City right now, you've controlled the pace of this game for 15 minutes of the 18, but the other three have you 1-0 down.
Connor Rutz with the miscommunication. Bourgeois will track back. Pizarro with some pressure. played back to the keeper, Penaranda.
Neil, look at how wide Pacheco is playing here. He's kind of flipping and has come down toward the near touch line. For a top two and for Pacheco to just hang out there, he's letting Stojanovic kind of come into the middle, but Pacheco is being given a lot of space. And it's almost a rope-a-dope waiting for Tulsa to find him.
Nifty footwork by Carroll. Leaves it off to Job. Job gets it back. Maxey taken down. Official says play on. Zara couldn't get on the end of it. Diallo, beautiful ball. Pacheco will win a corner. Well done by FC Tulsa.
And that's what they've been able to do. They take a lot of city possession, a lot of city pressure, and then all of a sudden you win the corner, and that's how they got the first goal of the match. And we're back in that situation.
Yep, they scored a goal on their first corner. They will look to replicate the feat. Diogo Pacheco will put it in play. Was a third-team All-American performer during his time at Akron. And for those that don't know, Akron is a soccer powerhouse in the college scene. Pacheco sends it in.
As I recall, Akron was the opponent of Michigan State during their college run to the College Cup a few years ago. Long-standing tradition.
Yeah, cashed in a national championship during their run. Segrist will send this one in. Steinwasser with the punch. Volley attempt and a misfire from Harvey St. Clair.
Yeah, that's going to be a card.
Yes, it will be.
And that's a good call by the official. He knew what he was doing. And the break was most definitely on.
Alejo Calume, the head referee.
Nice punch by Steinwasser. A little Olay on the volley attempt. And then the break is on and the jersey gets tugged, and that's a booking. So St. Clair goes in the book.
Calume had no other alternative.
Yeah. And the card was out of his pocket
right
before he had finished blowing the whistle. Ooh. That's a head injury there.
Calume will sound the whistle. Leo Calume, the head referee, as we said. The assistant, Seth Barton. Christian Little as well. Ryan Homick, the fourth official.
Williams up and under and kind of got knocked in the head on the way down. Here it is. Goes into the challenge.
Oh, the right arm.
Right arm right to the back of the head.
Ryan Williams stands over. This is Williams' forte. See if he can drop one in a basket here. Williams, the left post. He's looking for Bryant. Cleared out, but a corner coming up for Detroit City. This will be DCFC's first corner opportunity.
City setting up with a lot of different options here. Short corners in play if they want to send it out to the corner of the box. Players crowding toward the near post to flick it on toward the back post. Look at Bryant as a runner on a cross.
Ball sent in, cut out at least temporarily. Bizzarro was lurking. Villanueva will swing it back to Steinwasser.
Neither of those service opportunities really, Neil, had the pace on them that they needed. All All right, 20 minutes in, report card time. Tulsa with an A. They've got the first goal on the scoreboard, and they've withstood a lot of Detroit City pressure. City, a solid C+. They have had the possession. They've had the chances to do something and have not had the effectiveness that they need in the attacking third yet tonight.
Williams pings that one out into space. Cedeno, however, can't get on the end of it. Jessiel Cedeno played at the New York Red Bulls Academy, the native of Ecuador. Played 22 matches for Oakland Roots last season. Scooped up by Detroit City FC not too long ago. Segrist slotted that one. Pacheco had it played away. Joe had it, lost it.
It's a nice shot by Andrew Booth to kind of check up Jope's run, make him hurry the pass, commit the turnover.
Swayhe with it. Swayhe won a PDL national championship with the Michigan Bucks. They beat Indy 11 in the 2017 US Open Cup. Played 82 matches for Lou City, 2018 to 2021. Andrew Booth. Segrist. Boy, beautiful anticipation by Sheldon. Here comes Williams. Cedeno running up with him. Villanueva making a run. Here's Cedeno. And cross sent in. Cut away by Booth. 50-50 ball. Teammates collide. Boy, Penaranda had to overcome his teammates. Try to make a catch there. That was a dangerous looking play, and I believe this will be a booking.
And that should be high boot. Let's take a look. Swinging boot.
So Diallo will go in the books. Second yellow issued to FC Tulsa. A restart sent over top of everyone. Williams does well to win that ball. Jope with some space. Jope crosses over. Cedeno left side. Becerra calling for it. Has it in the 18, tries to step through. Another throw coming up for Detroit City.
Be interesting to take a look at that, Neil. It kind of strikes me as a Ringo Starr kind of moment. You got to get by with a little help from your friends. Trying to step through three defenders is a tough ask.
Villanueva looking for somewhere to go. Hard stop by Villanueva, tried to feather it through. It's turned away and now cleared out. Reboot the target. That ball just goes out of play. This portion of the broadcast presented by your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. Your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers proud to be the premier sponsor of DCFC. Villanueva. That ball goes out for a throw. Gives us a chance to tell you about this week's youth team of the match, the DCFC Genesee 2006 Girls Rouge team. Coached by Bob Knuckles, the squad played hard all tournament, ended up as the 2024 National President's Cup semifinalist.
You know, you always say this, Neil, but it seems like every week there's a city youth team in some national semifinal, some state champion, national champion.
Another whistle against FC Tulsa. Sheldon couldn't connect with Williams on the pass.
Frustration there from Williams and Sheldon. Pace has really gone out of this game, Neil Rule. Ever since the goal, Tulsa's been a lot more deliberate. Detroit City haven't been able to answer.
Jope gets that call. Bryant pings it ahead. Jope chips it up. Connor Rutz to flick, and it's just wide.
Partner, I think the fans on the near side thought that was in the back of the net. And Connor Rutz didn't miss by much. Great ball over the top. Good positioning by Rutz. One-touch service. And Connor gets it on the top of his head. If he can get that on the forehead, that's 1-0, or 1-1 rather.
Seth Penaranda will take the goal kick. Interesting stat, John. We're a half hour into this match. 7 fouls on Tulsa with 2 yellow cards. DCFC with 2 fouls so far. But it's a strategy that's worked so far.
It has not allowed City to really put the car into high gear.
They've never felt comfortable, it looks like.
Just kind of being that annoyance. And sometimes when you come into an environment like Keyworth, playing the man is a strategy. On the other side of that coin, partner, if somebody gets a hold of that stat, you got to be real careful to not let yourself get sloppy and let those fouls even out.
Throw coming up for Harvey St. Clair. He's got one of the yellow cards. Cedeno does well. Beautiful job.
Switch it.
Instead, the pass got deflected. Lasso has it along that touch line.
It's a really good deflection by Tulsa. The switch was on. You had a near side runner. By the time he picked up his head to try to switch cross field, chance is gone.
Bibu tried to keep the possession, could not.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Steinwasser drove it up for Becerra. A lot of contact. Here's Maxi Rodriguez. He will peel back. Connor Rutz was looking to make a run. Here's Jope. Sheldon's in space here on the right side. Stephen Carroll surveys the scene. Detroit City FC with 63% of the possession, but FC Tulsa has 100% of the lead. Looking for Maxi. Played away.
Here's an opportunity for City, Neil. You got to throw just this side of the center line here, halfway line. you have the chance to put the pressure on, bring your center backs up, try to compact the pitch. And instead they pass it backward and reset, and that allows Tulsa to reestablish its shape. The way to get by when you have an opponent that is using the physical aspect, trying to slow things down, you got to try to pin them back. And you're right when you said the possession is one side, the lead is the other. The way to counteract that is simply to make Tulsa work by putting pressure on them, and they haven't been able to do that as much.
Tulsa's done a great job with the selective pressure. Even having the lead, they've sat back at times, but they've thrown off the cadence just enough with the pressure that it just seems to make Detroit City uneasy.
They have looked unsettled ever since the goal went in. From the giveaway by Sheldon that led to the corner, then the ball off the bar that led to the goal, and from then it's been, we're out of sorts, what do we do? And you got to figure out what you were doing in the first 10 minutes that had Tulsa back on their heels and get back to that.
Right on time, the Canadian national rolls by. You see it back there in the background. Bryant looking for an offside flag. He will get it. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Strategic Staffing Solutions. People-powered, customer-centered, community champions. Direct ball up ahead, unable to connect. Very light winds here today at Keyworth, low humidity.
Hot earlier, but it's cooled off nicely here.
That's the time we're at here in the Detroit area. It's about the time. Middle of August, that humidity goes down. It'll still get warm during the day, but it sneaks up, but you got to keep the sweatshirt in the trunk of the car this time of year. Because only here can it be like 87 during the day. You turn around and it's 61 at 9:30 at night.
Or less.
Yep.
Just, you know what, the under radiant heat just kind of leaves you a little bit.
Right. Sheldon, very strong move. Through two defenders, still has it. Maxi Rodriguez pings it over to Connor Rutz. Michael Bryant. Villanueva. Alex Villanueva has been a key contributor for Detroit City as well. Ball pinged up to the left side, finds its mark. Cedeno in, tried to lay it off to Becerra. Victor Becerra tried to step through, and this will be a corner for Detroit City. Some frustration there from Cedeno. Well, Cedeno has just been a half-inch, quarter touch,
and I think that's
right there.
That's where you're seeing the frustration.
Yep.
He knows he's so close to having an absolutely outstanding match, and it's half a yard, half a foot away from him.
He's got it. He just doesn't got it. If that makes any sense.
It makes perfect sense.
Corner curled in! Headed just wide.
Oh, that's great elevation, but again, the ball hits the wrong part of the head. Beat your man in the air, but those kind of glancing blows rarely, if ever, go in. Stephen Carroll, as he so often does on set pieces, elevates to beat his man, but the ball gets there as he's on his way down, and it goes off the top of the head, not the crown of the head, and the crown of the head is where business is done.
Leo Kalume gesturing to Penaranda to put the ball in play.
A little dark arts there. Bibu to win possession.
Lejo will be hit with that foul. I believe Diallo is down as well.
Jope
Boubacar
is saying
Diallo
he's had
down.
head- well, Jope is saying he had head contact. Let's take a look. Jope coming in. I'm not quite sure what caught Lay. It's just one of those coming togethers.
So Diallo will shake it off. So we will get Pacheco here on the free kick. FC Tulsa has gotten what they've wanted so far here in this first half. They have the lead, set piece. Pacheco curls it in, Connor Rutz lays it off, and that rocket goes over top of everything. Boy, Bibu had some space, John. He had a look.
He was trying to have a brace and really make the return to Keyworth special. Now here's where the shot actually was a little bit rushed by him. It came in and fizzed on him just a little bit. And when you have that kind of situation, you have that much space, but there are so many bodies, sometimes you can rush things and pop it up over top of the bar.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Ally. Ally, proud to be the official bank of Detroit City FC. Learn more at ally.com. Ally Bank, member FDIC. DCFC will get the whistle.
Orlando, how's 3 looking?
So, John, we've seen Detroit City FC be very dangerous from this spot
Copy.
of the pitch, and they will actually move this back a ways.
They're still dangerous from this spot in the pitch, but you can't be halfway with it. Okay, that's halfway with it. You have the opportunity to set something up and go.
Zara gives chase. Penoranda. Bryant looking for Jope. Had it played away by Booth. B-Boot again. Boy, he's been everywhere. And a nice ball by B-Boot.
Pacheco screaming for it on the near side of the pitch.
Stojanovic instead turned it away. Swahey plays it to the right side. Diallo taken away by Villanueva. Jope slots it.
And that entire attack is undone by a heavy touch by Rutz. If he can keep that ball within a yard of his boot, he can turn that upfield and go. Instead, he takes a heavy touch, and to have to recover, now you reset things. That's what has been the story of the latter 2/3 of this first half. A heavy touch, less control. You haven't been able to get the wings involved the way you want to. That's the difference post Tulsa's opening goal that has really taken City off the boil in a microcosm.
44th minute. Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you. Historic Keyworth Stadium. Another huge crowd on hand. They'll have to see their side come from behind here tonight. DCFC unbeaten in their last 5 matches. They have really climbed the Eastern Conference table last week or so. Pacheco 1v1. Pacheco, nice touch, and Jope plays it away.
Look at Bibu just stepping up and daring Steinwasser to do something like that. He is going to be on all night.
Bibu, as we talked about earlier, 5 matches played for Detroit City FC last year. He played a couple matches for the LA Galaxy and MLS. He's only 19 years old, but he's 6'4". And you can understand why, just looking at him out there. The physical gifts are there. There is no doubt about it.
And you know what? It is not a wiry 6'4".
No.
It is a built 6'4". Go.
2 minutes extra time.
That's... You can see so badly that City wants to run, Neil, and they get up into the midfield and something pops the clutch.
So a throw coming up is there in the meantime. Looks like maybe he caught something in the eye. He's trying to shake it off. Boy, Ryan Williams wanted to go full send to Matt Sheldon over on the right wing. He wanted to.
And something's keeping him from doing it.
Here's Sheldon to the middle, Cedeno. Cedeno's pass cleared out. There'll be 2 minutes of stoppage time. Stoppage time brought to you by Brew Detroit, the official craft beer of Detroit City FC. Carroll steps up, takes it away, and then pushes forward. Ball played up to Maxey. Can Maxey get on the end of it? Maxey steps through. Maxey goes down. The official looks the other way. B-Boot the target. That pass connects. Boy, how about that receive from B-Boot? Lasso plays it up. Ryan Williams with it. Connor Rutz has it taken away. Rutz goes after it to get it back. Rutz's kit's being pulled away from his body. And here's the
penalty
controversy.
shout.
Yep.
Rodriguez goes in. And here's going to be the better angle. That's a tough decision for the official to make.
FC Tulsa maintains the control here in stoppage time. Final moment of the first half. That updated foul count, Tulsa with a full 11 and 2 yellow cards.
And by the way, they've earned all of them. They have not been El Cheapos.
Rutz tried to step through with it, Segrist. Lasso able to settle that one down. Bryant. And we get the whistle, and the first half comes to a close.
Great first 15 minutes for Detroit City Football Club. Then Tulsa takes advantage of a giveaway. They make the most of it. Bibu gets the goal, completely changed the game. City off the boil pretty much ever since. And Tulsa with a textbook strategy of how to unsettle a team at home. A good first half for them. They take a deserved lead to the locker.
Detroit City FC will have the halftime break to try to figure out some answers. They trail it 1-0. And our halftime score brought to you by Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. We'll be back with more USL Championship Soccer.
Back to you, it's in the name. It's about giving back to the patient, getting them back on track. It's patient-centric care. We're all about educating ourselves, staying up with the latest evidence-based practices, educating the community, educating our patients, so we can spread the word about what we do.
I'm just excited to share our unique set of skills with the players and to raise awareness of what osteopathic physical therapy can have on the people and the community of Metro Detroit.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Or GM employees with a current eligible lease can get this Silverado for around $319 a month. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Let's do it.
Come on, Dad, get me.
Ooh, nice play. All right, let's go. There we go.
So cute.
At Ally, we're helping millions save more for the things that matter most to them. Whatever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally.
I'll get back to work.
One 1-0, Detroit City FC trails FC Tulsa. Halftime presented by Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. A player who's had to wait for his chance, but now taking full advantage of it. Let's learn more about forward Daniel Espeleta and his pathway to Le Rouge.
A first scarf raise, a first kickoff. This is a tapestry of clubs and players and communities inspired by those who blazed the trail for women's sports, ready to inspire the next generation. We are the USL Super League. We're part of a movement, and this is our moment.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
The numbers are brilliant here for Phoenix. Can they find their second right here?
Drops it to Lasso. Lasso gives it a go. What is the Lasso?
When mosquitoes show up, so do we. Terminix it.
At the Detroit Medical Center, we shortened the average time in our ER by almost 1 hour, the fastest in Metro Detroit. That's nearly 60 minutes back to an expecting mother, an athlete with an injury, a child who took a tumble, and to a heart that needs a little TLC. The 6 ERs of the Detroit Medical Center. Find a location closer to you. dmc.org/FASTER.
Welcome back to halftime, brought to you by Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. FC Tulsa a 1-0 lead on Polish Heritage Night here in Hamtramck. elite Polish sausages and pierogies here, John. There is no question.
Schrodix is the best in the business.
Absolutely. They sample some up here to us. Let's take a look. The USL Championship news and notes. What's popping? I'll tell you what's popping. Jack Harlow is now a minority owner of Lou City FC. And speaking of Lou City, Philip Goodrum scored in his club debut against the Charleston Battery. They keep on rolling.
You know, and that's what that club continues to do. Not only bringing more people into the game, but also continuing to churn that roster and stay among the elite clubs in the USL Championship.
New Mexico United, also a club record for most wins in a single season with 14. There's still 11 matches to play in. Oh, by the way, Detroit City FC, we'll get a look at them coming up in just a little bit. Let's see what's going on around the league and the live scores of the matches that are going on as we speak. Charleston Battery keeping it rolling, Lou City keeping it rolling, and Loudoun United very on brand. They're scrappy, John. You don't want what they have to offer.
Not at all. And take a look at that score there. Tampa and Miami FC still scoreless a half hour in. Little post-city hangover for the Tampa Bay Rowdies.
You may be right. You absolutely may be right. Detroit City FC's upcoming schedule as we get the lay of the land for DCFC. And a home match here tonight, obviously. Another home match against Hartford Athletic. They will go at El Paso. And then, as we talked about, New Mexico United will come rolling into town.
But these are points you got to get. This is where we start to see and shake out who's going to be on the road in the first round of the playoffs, who's going to get that coveted home game, sitting to keep their current good run of form going.
Absolutely. So Detroit City FC, still some work to do. They have flipped the fortunes of their season, but it only gets more difficult from here on out. We'll take another break, come back, get you the second half of action. FC Tulsa 1, Detroit City FC 0 at the break.
Let's do it.
Come on, Dad, get me.
Ooh, nice play. All right, go. There you go.
So cute.
At Ally, we're helping millions save more for the things that matter most to them. Whatever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally.
Get back to work. Is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Or GM employees with a current eligible lease can get this Silverado for around $319 a month. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Time. Brought to you by Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. 1-0, Detroit City FC trailing the visitors, FC Tulsa. And let's take a look at how we got here. And John, to be honest, it was a dream start for FC Tulsa. They get the early one on the road. You can't draw it up any better than that.
Nope, they withstood a lot of pressure. And then in the 13th minute, here's where it all started. Flat giveaway by Matt Sheldon. Then in space, you've got a fizzer that Steinwasser makes the save on. But this is where the giveaways, you think your keeper gets you out of jail. But he hasn't gotten you out of jail yet. And here's what happens on the ensuing corner. Corner comes in, chipped up, off the bar. Look at that. Everybody stops, and Bibu there to tap it home. And it's 1-0. Tulsa, 15 minutes on the clock, neutralizes the crowd, takes the air out of it, and really controlled the rest of the first half.
And speaking of that crowd being neutralized, Connor Rutz with his best effort to try to put a charge into it. Some beautiful service sent in by Lai Jope, and Connor Rutz there in prime position, but just sends it wide of that left post. And 1-0 would be the scoreline going into the halftime break. As we check out the stats from the first 45 minutes of play. And Detroit City FC, 60% of the possession, but FC Tulsa with 100% of the shots on target.
And 100% of the goals. And that's all that matters. I think you're going to see a lot of changes from Danny Dicchio in the second half. I know we've already got one sub that's been made. Believe it or not, it's the captain, Stephen Carroll, who's coming out. And also Ben Morris coming in. He's had his halftime break. He comes on for Victor Becerra. And Devin Amumensa comes on for Stephen Carroll. It is not often that you and I have seen Stephen Carroll subbed out of a match, Neil Rule, but that's what's happened here at the half. You know, frankly, there's a lot of miles on the clock here in August. A lot of matches they've played, third match in a week, 8 matches, 8th match of the month. And so Danny Dicchio shuffling the deck early and bringing on the man of the month, Ben Morris, to try to energize things here in the second 45 minutes.
Detroit City FC substitutions brought to you by CVY. CVY, wear it, feel it, play it. Luxury performance wear. Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you. The second half underway. Ball sent up for Ben Morris straight away. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is your ticket to great Detroit City FC seats. Touched by B-Boot. Amumensa, who just checked in. Ping it up. Ben Morris has been a man on fire over the course of the last week and change. The brace against Tampa. And you can track this whole undefeated stretch back. His goal in Las Vegas from just a couple steps inside midfield. He's on a heater.
And the goals he had last week in Tampa, you could see that side just shed the weight of going into a tough environment like that and now knowing they can get a win. He also had that tough match in Birmingham where you really controlled play and got the 3 points.
Amumensa was waiting on that pass.
He had great body position.
Yellow card situation for the match. FC Tulsa with 2. Harvey St. Clair on 1. Boubacar Diallo on 1 as well. 11 fouls on FC Tulsa, 4 on Detroit City FC. So that is where we sit. That is where we are.
Neil, I wasn't in the DCFC locker room, but I would be willing to bet that Danny Dicchio was impassioned in that 15 minutes. And probably told his team, I need you to be back on the front foot, in words that were more intense than that. By the way, Maxi Rodriguez is now your captain for Detroit City FC with Stephen Carroll's exit.
FC Tulsa with the restart. 5th foul on Detroit City FC as those begin to even up.
And we talked about that in the first half.
They always have a weird way of ending fairly close to even.
Funny how that works. Yep. It's why there's almost a burden of being the team that has the advantage, because you have to play smarter to avoid that on the backside.
Boy, good pressure from Cedeno. Nearly caused a mistake from Penaranda.
Yeah.
Amumensa wins the ball to Williams.
It's for the people over there.
Joe.
That's a heavy touch again.
That ball sent out into space. Bryant in the mix. Stojanovic has it. Stojanovic sends it over top of the crossbar.
Stojanovic did well to get himself some shooting space. Couldn't control it. Keyworth rhythm section, the Northern Guard trying to step up the energy here.
Sheldon on that right side. Played it along the line and played it out. Connor Rutz zigged when Sheldon thought he was going to zag. Joe couldn't get the control he wanted. Now Joe will probably be called for the foul, and he is.
And that's rightfully so.
Yep.
And the foul ticker continues to even up a little more.
More than the foul, it becomes 20 seconds, which becomes 40 seconds, which becomes a minute. You don't want to say it because you're not even to the 50th minute, but when you add up all those 20 seconds,
oh no, you
they turn into minutes. Yeah.
You can say it because, and I said it about 10 minutes after they scored the goal, Neil. Tulsa have become very deliberate,
right?
Very physical and very deliberate.
And that's the chip. That's the chair they've earned in the game right now.
Absolutely. Yep. Now, what I will say to their credit is they haven't crossed the line yet into almost gamesmanship. They've been natural and within the flow of the game in their deliberate nature. But it's been deliberate all the same.
So after another foul on Detroit City FC, throw comes in. This is dangerous. Sent across towards the back post. Pacheco gets on the end of it. John, that looked eerily similar to when the goal was allowed.
Guys, kind of one of those fluky balls in. And everybody kind of watched it for a minute.
Joe mixed up with Lazo. Amumensa. Ryan Williams wings it out. Morris the target, up direct. Morris controls it. Morris lays it off for Connor Rutz. It's 2v2 in the box. Maxi Rodriguez, the volley. Goes just wide.
Second opportunity for City of this match that fizzes just wide. First half it was Connor Rutz that couldn't put a header on frame, and here was Rutz on the service. And Maxi Rodriguez, nice leave there for Connor, does well to catch up to it. And that's kind of no man's land. Not where you can put a foot on it, not high enough to get a head on it. Has to try to control it with the knee. Can't put it on frame.
And Aranda will drive it down the pitch. Rutz heads it out of play. '53rd minute, 1-0 FC Tulsa with the lead. Neil Roll, John Krieger here with you on a beautiful Saturday night in Keyworth. Temperature right now about 78 degrees, low humidity. Now Momentum mixed up with Bibu. Remember, these were teammates last year.
And Bibu carrying the ball away. Devin wanted to know why he was allowed to delay the game a little bit there.
Now Momentum will put it in play quickly. You can tell Ryan Williams, as we get a whistle,
we're going to see a booking.
Bibu will go in the books. That's the third yellow issued to FC Tulsa. And quite frankly, John, Devin Amumensa won that mental battle.
Yeah, he got in Bibu's head.
And this, on the other side of it, this is what Ryan Williams has been waiting for. He wants to ping one to somebody. And there was no contact. That was simply a verbal yellow.
City will take that all day.
Williams drives it towards the back post, headed away. Villanueva goes back to Williams.
Still space to ping it in.
Looking for Amu Mensah, headed towards the goal. Sheldon runs over. That ball's played out, so FC Tulsa under some pressure.
That's a pretty good press there by City to force the throw.
Ryan Williams, or excuse me, boy, that was a straight tackle from behind, and I'm not talking about a soccer tackle. That was the other kind of football tackle.
There are some rugby players in the Six Nations who will be proud of that one.
This was a flat-out takedown.
And here's another great opportunity for a set piece. Oh yeah, wrapped him around the midsection. There have been matches you and I have done where that's been a card.
Back to live action. Here's Ryan Williams standing over it again. Officials having an equipment swap out right now.
He ran out of magic spray.
Ran out of it, yeah, he did. Williams runs up, drives it in. Amu Mensah made a run. Michael Bryant will track it down. That's too bad about the spray thing. That Detroit City FC had some momentum rolling, but it will continue.
This is a good spell of sustained pressure here.
Villanueva. Michael Bryant. Slots it, Joe. Had it touched away. This could be a counter. And Williams tracks back to stop the counter. B-Boot locked up with them. Williams on the move with it.
Crowd appreciates.
Maxey, good build-up. Villanueva, the cross into Morris. His shot was blocked. Morris still has it, but a whistle will sound and a foul is called.
City and Ben Morris don't like the decision. That's a great ball in, and a good block by Tulsa. Yep, that's going to be a foul. Put your body in between the ball and the player. He had the right to go for the ball. That's at 50-50.
And Aranda will put it back into play. Harvey St. Clair playing on a yellow, will toss it in. Williams will send it out. Villanueva locked up. Quick throw in for City. Danny Dicchio moved the chess pieces at the halftime break. Guys are on the touchline getting loose. That ball curled in and headed away by St. Clair.
And we had a foul backside.
Yep.
The frustrating part of the last hour of this match, Neil, frankly, has been the inconsistency. City will have moments of urgency, but then almost pop the clutch again. and it takes them a while to build back through the gears. Nice trick there by Bibu.
Earns the whistle. Well, that was a great play by Aaron Bibu. Beautifully collected, touched it up and over the defender.
Yep.
Got the whistle.
Kept the close control. You keep the close control. Make somebody come in and foul you.
Pacheco able to keep it in. Lazo played it backwards. Stojanovic had it. Pacheco again. Williams, can he keep his feet? He does. Williams, almost like a pinball. Spinning, turning.
But then he didn't have an outlet for it. And that's the other side of the equation. If you got a guy who's turned into a pinball and is keeping a ball in his boot, you got to give him options. And some of this, if we're being honest, is maybe just you've played 8 matches in a month. There's a lot of energy expended. You need to find a way to grip through that, but it's reality.
Villanueva. Oh, mixed up with St. Clair. St. Clair.
Oh, that's obstruction.
And St. Clair's playing on a yellow. Maxi Rodriguez to Morris. Morris flicks it through. Can Rutz get on the end of it? He cannot. And that will be a goal kick.
Oh, wow. That should be a corner.
Ball was played back off Rutz.
There we go. Good catch, partner.
Well, we're over an hour into this one. John, as we said earlier, Detroit City FC almost 60% of the possession, but FC Tulsa 100% of the lead. And they're in a spot right now where they're looking to hang on in what would be a mammoth 3 road points for them.
They're fighting just get into the playoffs at the moment in that tough Western Conference.
Bryant looking for Morris. Morris tries to step through, and that ball is headed back to Penaranda.
And you know, this is part of that. Danny Dicchio has been talking to us all year when we have a chance to chat to him about the fact that this is a year of transition and he's trying to instill a culture. This is, I think, part of that transition that he's going to have to work through, because you can have matches like you had against Birmingham, had against Tampa, where you look like world beaters. And then you come in here against a team in 9th place in the West, you're at home finally, and you have a match like this where you go off the boil for long stretches. And as he tries to evolve this club into one that is consistently at the top of the Eastern Conference, you got to figure out a way not to have the periods of stagnation.
If you check out the live table right now, FC Tulsa, if this result holds, would be in 7th place in the Western Conference with 2 matches in hand over Orange County and 1 match in hand over Las Vegas, who's 2 points ahead of them. John, it is incredible, and City fans know this firsthand. Your fortunes can change in 90 minutes. The whole outlook, everything. 90 minutes. It's all it takes, and everything can look different.
That's the wonderful part about USL Championship, is the up and down nature of it. By the way, if you happen to be scoreboard watching, it is Charleston 2 and Orange County 0. So Tulsa getting some help there.
Orange County ravaged by injuries, but somehow, some way, still hanging on to that 8th spot in the West. That ball served in. Steinwasser will have a goal kick. But FC Tulsa, John, they've ran this match over the last 5 minutes. That's just a fact.
I would say they've ran this match over the last 50 minutes, if we're being honest about it. Ever since the goal, completely different game.
Connor runs. Cedeno plays it down. Job steps through. Job! Shot is blocked. And a corner coming. Boy, lies Job. Nearly sent a bolt of lightning through Keyworth.
And you know, there was a moment there, if he was able to take it first touch, it's a lot more dangerous. The service comes in, but the touch is heavy. Headed across. If he takes that first touch, he's got a lane. But it bounced away from him. The touch has been heavy, and that allowed the defender to catch up.
Swahey came back and did the job. Not a lot cracking on the corner for City. Another ball sent in, and Penaranda comes off the line to make the grab. Now Mumensa's in the mix. Harvey St. Clair. Will St. Clair get a yellow? He will, and that is his second yellow. And that will equate to a red.
Did somebody else get something there as well? So St. Clair is done.
And Bourgeois was beside himself. And St. Clair's evening is over. And John, we talked about it. Harvey St. Clair, even with that yellow, was running with the devil a few times in the second half. And this time, he got the red.
He was doing his best Icarus impression. And he flew too close to the sun.
So let's try to piece this all together.
So here's the card in the first half. And he picks up the professional kind of tug of the jersey yellow. And then afterward, there's a little tug of the jersey. And then there's some afters. And out comes the card.
And there is an interesting case to be made. That happened inside the 18, correct?
Well, that's what Devin Amumensa was saying, was that he got taken down.
So, like, it occurred inside the 18.
If that's a foul in the 18, that's a penalty.
But everything has changed now. City with the man advantage. That service in, popped up. Cedeno in the mix. And that ball cleared out. Mario Sanchez, the coach of FC Tulsa, will waste no time getting Boubacar Diallo out of this match.
Because he's on a yellow.
He's on a yellow as well.
You can't afford to risk going down to 9.
So Owen Dom will come into the match. And Owen Dom, the native of Kentucky, he played 5 matches for Lou City when he was 17 years old. Put that into context for a second.
That tells me you can play.
Absolutely. Was loaned to the Northern Colorado Hailstorm back in 2022. He has an assist this season. But St. Clair gets a red card in the 66th minute. And FC Tulsa down a man. Can they hang on?
And I'll tell you right now, Neil Rule, that gentlemanly, deliberate nature isn't going to be very gentlemanly anymore, because it's all about batten down the hatches and protect your 1-goal lead. you're going to see a lot of delay tactics. Down a man from Tulsa. That is, as you are wont to say, that the chip stack they have.
Beautiful
City
ball.
have to find a way to break it down.
Joe overran it. It's cut out. And Job called for the foul. And I believe I see Yazid Matthews putting the kid on right now.
And he's just going to be the guy that's going to run on everybody. Somebody picked up a booking there, and I think late Joe might have tucked his way into a booking.
And that is correct. Lai Job goes in the book. And Danny Dicchio and his coaching staff right now, I think you're going to see a fundamental shift in what they do. They called Ryan Williams over. They called Devin Amumensa over. They got the whiteboard out. Laurent Kisiedu is getting loose. Recently acquired by Detroit City FC on loan from the Czech First Division. And Danny Dicchio right now, he's going all in.
You know, you and I were talking at halftime, and I said I thought we'd see all 5 subs used. And we are about to see all 5 subs used. And City is putting the attacking squad on. This is the equivalent of the hand team for an onside kick. For 20 minutes of trying to find a window in what will be a parked Tulsa bus.
Williams drives it, looking for Cedeno. Joe collects it. Joe makes an overlapping run. Cedeno to the middle. Williams, he can go from there. Williams with the go, and it skips up to the keeper, Penaranda. And now, Joe needs to be careful with that yellow.
Because City have used their subs. So now here's the thing. Penaranda, if you watch him, he is going to take all of the time that he can get away with.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what the case is. Kisiedu may be coming in for Joe at the next opportunity. Villanueva turns around with it. So it sounds like Jope will stay out there. Maxi Rodriguez tries to step through.
Only 2 subs coming here. I thought we were going to see 3.
Well, however many of them there are. They're brought to you by CVY. CVY, wear it, feel it, play it. Luxury performance wear. So Laurent Kisiedu makes his Detroit City FC debut. Sheldon comes out. Yazid Matthews in. Jessiel Cedeno, who ran a pretty good race here tonight, comes out.
So City have 1 sub left. That's 4.
And John, I do believe I have some clarification on the red card that was issued in the 18th. The play was already dead.
Okay.
It's got to be the case, right?
And that's a good clarification to have.
'74th minute. If you're just joining us, FC Tulsa with a goal in the first half. Back in the 14th minute, the former Detroit City FC player Aaron Beboot did the job. In the 66th minute, Harvey St. Clair for FC Tulsa picked up his 2nd yellow, which 1 + 1 = 1 in this case. 1 red card. And now FC Tulsa down a man, but over the course of the last couple minutes here, Detroit City FC has not been very dangerous.
Couple new players on, they have to bet into the game. That'll take a couple minutes to happen.
Laurent Kissiedu, native of the Ivory Coast, he played 95 matches for Memphis from 2021 to 2023, scored 21 goals during that time. And he unlocked guys as well. That Memphis side had a great run when he was there, and he was one of the prime contributors.
Well, they'll need him to unlock what will be a very compact Tulsa shape as we go deeper and deeper into this match.
75th minute. The screws continue to tighten. Kissiedu with it. Joe sends it in. That ball bouncing around. Penaranda able to scoop it up.
Smart play by the Tulsa defender there to play it off the head to allow Penaranda to use his hands. And now Penaranda, of course, can walk around his area, bounce a ball, check the weather.
Momensa goes down, and that foul called. B-Boot says, what did I do?
Well, you fouled him.
Kissiedu again. Connor Rutz will send it back. Bryant. Head up. Chips it in, looking for Jope. Kissiedu steps over. Kissiedu! A two-hopper in on frame. Penaranda had to be sure.
I don't think that Kissiedu expected that to fully get through. He kind of halfwayed on a weird bounce. The attempt in scuffed it a little bit.
Mike O'Brien comes over.
And there's the half volley a little bit from Kissiedu.
Yazid Matthews lays it off. Here's Maxey. Jope. Yazid not able to catch up to it.
Boy, Eli Jope has been a step slow all night. Heavy touches. Not able to control that ball.
Yazid Matthews able to keep it. Yazid Matthews sends it off into the food court. I'll tell you what though, John. In this setup, when you're up a man, that's where Lijo can have an impact, because he will give one a go from distance, and he could change the complexion of everything quickly.
And that is what City have in the squad right now. A lot of guys that can have a go, can make something happen, can have an individual moment of brilliance. Penaranda taking a long time to put that ball in play.
Ryan Williams is another one that will give it a go from distance. Jope. We've seen Yazid Matthews do it.
And the defender brigade is about ready to come on for Tulsa here. It looks like we're going to see Rashid Tete come in. The Ghanaian defender also, we're going to see Alexander Dalu come in. That's a Michigander coming home.
Kissiedu finds Ben Morris. Morris tried to thread it through. Jope knocks it down. Villanueva picked it up temporarily. Well, you have to look out for B-Boot up top. Jope in space. Trying to go to Yazid.
And by the way, that was clinical defending by Tulsa. Ran it all the way back to the keeper. Let the keeper control it with his foot. Make the city player run in toward you. Then pick it up. Now you need some time on the goal, on putting the ball back into play. That's how to see out a match.
That ball sent out into space, stepping through Stojanovic. Bryant plays it away. Boy, 3 defenders. Bernard Kisiedu, if he's able to come around with it, which he does, there should be some space on that right side. And there is. Maxi Rodriguez, boy, Ryan Williams was calling for it in the middle of the pitch.
You can see what City wants to do. It's there. Players are starting to make runs. They just can't seem to find a way to connect.
Substitutions happening. Aaron Bibu will come out. Rashid Tete will come in.
Pittsburgh Riverhounds being 2-0 up on Birmingham right now. There's a score from the out-of-town scoreboard. And how about Hartford Athletic level with Lou City? That's something the faithful down in Kentucky will not have seen coming.
Segrist comes out. Also, Alex Dalu comes in. West Bloomfield, Michigan native. Did his college soccer at Schoolcraft. And we are in the 81st minute. And Dalu wastes no time as he gets in the foul column.
In case you're scoring at home, the foul's 18 for Tulsa, 19 with Dalu's foul, 11 for Detroit City. 30 fouls. That's a physical match. Somewhere Rick Mahorn is smiling.
Absolutely he is, can't confirm. Joe Kisiedu, will he make a move? Yes, he will. Kisiedu lets it go, and that shot was blocked. Boy, that was lightning quick.
And that's a take one for the team block. That hit him very close to a very special place.
Joe makes his move. Joe with the cross. It gets through to Maxi. To Rutz. Rutz slots it. Back to Maxi. Maxi. Kisiedu leaves it off, and Ryan Williams had his shot blocked.
Better pressure here by City. They found that extra gear. Got to keep that going. And we've got a City player down.
I believe it's Ryan Williams after the shot.
And he might have caught some player or been caught by some player on the follow through on that on the block.
Boy, and you heard it too. It was a collision of boots, or a boot and a shin guard, or 2 shin guards, but you could hear it up here in the booth.
And it was one of those kind of sick, dull thuds.
Yep. And right away, your first thought is, I'm glad I'm not feeling that.
Can confirm, Parker. That's why I am perfectly happy that you and I are up here.
Maureen Lilla, the athletic trainer for Detroit City FC, tending to Ryan Williams, who's trying to shake it off. And he's a very valuable piece for DCFC. And here it is, coming right into your living room.
Ooh. He catches part of it, and a stud catches part of it, and he is going to feel that tomorrow.
I think he feels it right now. He doesn't have to wait for tomorrow.
Those hurt.
84th minute.
And here's the 5th City sub is going to be James Murphy coming on. And it's going to be for Williams. So Danny Dicchio kept one sub in his pocket, and he's able to use it here.
It's fortunate he had that one sub left. Ryan Williams will limp off the pitch. Substitutions brought to you by CVY. CVY, wear it, feel it, play it. Luxury performance wear.
The other loss there is that's one of your set piece takers.
Yep.
You
and
have
your
the
corner guy.
Yep.
But the band plays on. There's another collision, but that ball comes free to Yazid Matthews. Tried to find Maxey, and the flag is up.
Very tight. Good decision by the official.
Yeah, you could see it from up here. That collision kind of froze everybody.
And that made the defenders came up and sprung the offside trap.
Threw the timing of everything off. And a huge crowd once again here at Keyworth. They want to explode, you can tell.
There, you know, it feels like there is a pent-up energy in this place right now.
They come right at us.
Stojanovic the target. It's played out, but it's going to FC Tulsa. My guess would be 7 minutes, 8 minutes. You had the whole red card kerfluffle, a couple of injuries.
Yeah, I think 7 or 8 is right. I think anything short of that, and City gets shortchanged a little bit.
Does that link up to your phone too? Does it work with your phone? I can't like text it.
Throw in coming up. Owen Dom will serve it in. Nate Steinwasser will pick it up, set it down, and roll it out. Murphy. Siedu tried to turn with it. Now that ball slotted into space, and on the move, Dalu has it. Dalu cuts it back. Steinwasser makes the save and keeps DCFC in the match.
You know what? Steinwasser gets the glory call there. You know who the real hero is? Devin Abumensa. He turned Dalu around and took the power off the shot.
Service looking for Yazid Matthews, played away by Bourgeois.
That's a heck of a track back by Amumensa to force Dalu first to his left, then back to his right.
'88th minute. Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you. Maxi Rodriguez nearly took it away. And Aranda booms it up, flicked ahead.
Momentum in good position again.
Momentum and Steinwasser kept their side in this match moments ago. FC Tulsa playing with 10 men. DCFC hasn't been able to crack them yet. That will be a throw for FC Tulsa.
You know, and it's matches like these, partners, that just show you how fine the margins are in USL Championship. Because, and here is the play by Amumensa. Watch him track back. If he doesn't track back, Dalu just walks in. But Amumensa first turned him inside, then turned him back. And there's the first turn. There's the second turn. And that took power off that Steinwasser was able to catch up to.
And Villanueva caught up to the play as well. Here's Maxi Rodriguez with Ben Morris. Tried to lay it off. Maxi comes over, quick throw. Runs to Maxi. Maxi fizzes it in. Yazid Matthews.
Corner. No, goal kick.
That will be a goal kick. Yazid Matthews unable to control it.
Oh, he's pointing at the Tulsa player who's down here.
Boy, Swahey came over and was really frustrated. He was saying Yazid Matthews came in studs up. And Bourgeois is down. Bourgeois staying down.
You know, partner, as I was saying, this is one of those matches that shows you how fine the margins are here. If City don't get a goal here and they lose, then you've got a situation where you squandered the opportunity. You're tired after 8 matches in a month, 7 of 8 matches in a month, and you had the chance to score up a man for 30 minutes, and you didn't get it done. If they score, you found a way to grit it out and get a point on a night when you didn't have everything. And that just shows you how fine things are as we get to the business end of the season.
Ben Morris tries to step through. 6 minutes of stoppage time brought to you by Brew Detroit, the official craft beer of Detroit City FC. Pass toe poked away.
And partner, I thought it should have been higher.
Yeah, there was, once you reconstruct it, there were a lot of incidents spread out. But this is the scenario. That Morris with it. Morris slots it up ahead. Murphy sets it up. Morris, the cross redirected. What a stop by Penaranda. How'd he do it? Maxi Rodriguez crushed.
Best opportunity of the night. Look at that lead back and the deflection. And Penaranda still made the save.
Maxi Rodriguez's tank is just flat out on empty right now. But here we go. Corner for Detroit City. Murphy will serve it. Drives it in. Punched away. Murphy will get another crack at it. Murphy to Ben Morris. Morris had it played away. Took too much time over it. Throw for Murphy. Yazid Matthews steps through. Yazid Matthews has it blocked. Fans want a handball in the box. It's played away. And we get a whistle.
And Tulsa player's down, Neil.
And a man is down, and the fans want to know how the handball wasn't called. And a player goes to the turf for FC Tulsa.
And now that the play's over, a lot of City players are asking the same questions.
You be the official. Yazid Matthews in. Undresses his man. I believe it's... Nope, it was in the chest.
Right off the chest.
Good call by the official.
Well, on that rebound, there was a second redirection in, but I don't think that caught a hand either. I think our official got it right.
100%. Got to give props there. Alejo Kalume did the job. Head referee Seth Barton, Christian Little, the assistant referees, Ryan Homick, the fourth official. We're in stoppage time. It was originally 6 minutes of stoppage time. That will be stretched, you would think, to at least 7. maybe more. Andrew Booth shaken up. He's been down for over a minute at this point.
And
He will have to come out.
It should be a drop ball. Now Tulsa will be down to 9. He's got to wait to be waved back on.
Kalume will drop it. Here we go. Murphy has it. Pings it in. Yazzie Matthews couldn't control it. And FC Tulsa with the old John Krieger special. Anywhere but here.
That's all you got to do in that kind of situation. Smart. Takes the pressure off for a minute.
Villanueva. Joe will throw it in. Kisiedu has it. His pass didn't connect. Villanueva will throw it in quickly. Finds Amu Mensah. Maybe about 2 minutes left in this. Ben Morris to Connor Rutz. Rutz sends a service in. Murphy does well to win it back. Rutz. That ball sent in towards Jope, and it's redirected away.
And Penaranda suddenly realized that was off one of his teammates, and a good hustle to keep that ball in play, because that would have been a city corner.
And instead, we'll get to take up a little over 20 seconds. Bryant turns. We're in the dying moments of this one, and Connor Rutz loses control of it along the touchline.
That's a killer. Because now you're going to have at least 3 people touch this ball before the throw. He'll sit there, wait for a teammate, threw it in, fair play.
Here comes City again. They'll get the throw. Connor Rutz, take it down. This could be a booking, and it is. And we are near the death of this one. So it all comes down to this. Pacheco gets the yellow. Here's Murphy. Runs up to the back post, punched away. Kisiedu pops it up.
You might get one more if you can get this back upfield quickly.
Kisiedu gets the throw.
Got to get it in.
Morris into space. Bryant, he's got to go. And he does just that. Rutz on the right side. Rutz will drive it in. Jope had a chance. Kisiedu's shot is blocked out. And stepping through, Dalu. And he'll go to the corner. And the final whistle will sound, and FC Tulsa with a huge 3 points on the road as they get the win over Detroit City FC 1-0.
Neil Rule, that's a gritty win for an FC Tulsa team that was beaten badly last week at Memphis. They come in here, they get a goal that could be described as a fluky one, but it's a goal all the same, and they took advantage after that and controlled a lot of the play until they went down a man and found a way to grit it out. Detroit City had moments where they looked good tonight. There were not enough of them, and they couldn't find a window through the park bus with the man advantage in the late stages.
Let's check out tonight's shot of the match, brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time, as you see the frustration on the face of Michael Bryant. And Detroit City FC late, John, nearly got their equalizer.
Beautiful leave back. Maxi Rodriguez through a deflection. Penaranda is there. And your call was pretty much on point, friend. How'd he do it? Because that's a heck of a save on a heck of a shot.
Absolutely. Speaking of save, let's check out our save of the match, brought to you by Ally. Whatever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally. Learn more at ally.com. And this was a team effort. Villanueva tracks back, and Nate Steinwasser kept City's chances alive.
And Nate Steinwasser gets down. Tough cutback shot. Kept the door open for City. They couldn't find a way through.
And FC Tulsa enjoying the spoils of their 1-0 win. We'll take our final break, come back, and wrap this thing up. Our final score brought to you by DTE Energy. 1-0 FC Tulsa with the victory. We'll be right back.
Hi, Dave from DTE here. Ooh, this dirty HVAC filter makes your system work a lot harder, and that costs money. But they're really easy to change. First, just check the edge of your current filter to see what size to buy. Then, just insert the new filter with the arrow facing toward the furnace. It's that easy. Energy bill savings. Get more tips on our website.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Or GM employees with a current eligible lease can get this Silverado for around $319 a month. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
FC Tulsa gets the win here at Keyworth. Our final score brought to you by DTE Energy. As FC Tulsa, right on the playoff line in the Western Conference, came in here and did the job. As we check out our highlights from the action, but it was the prescription for a great start to a road match. FC Tulsa gets the jump early on.
They get the corner off of a giveaway by Matt Sheldon. They take advantage. Just a bouncy corner flicked off the bar, and everybody at City's back line just kind of stops, waits, and watches. Everybody except for Aaron Bibu, who puts the ball in the net. That's the only goal of the match, and that fluky goal was enough for the lead to hold up. Then things got interesting, though, for Detroit City. In the 65th minute, there's a header back out, and Lejo takes a lash at it, and that's blocked in over the bar. If that doesn't get blocked, that's a tough save for Penaranda. Michael Bryant in the 77th minute kept the pressure on. He flicks it through, trying to find Lejo again. Kisiedo coming on the backside, and that was a tough half volley, and Kisiedo really kind of ran into it, didn't expect the ball to check all the way to him, and it was a tough shot for him to make. Penaranda handles it easily. And then our shot of the match for Detroit City FC, Ben Morris sends the ball through, the leave back for Maxi Rodriguez, and Penaranda makes the save, and that's going to shut the door and get the points for FC Tulsa. Penaranda tested at the last, up to it, and a good win for the visitors.
I think that's a good way to put it. This whole FC Tulsa side was up to the test. They had 10 shots. They had more shots on target. And look, they conceded a lot of the possession, but they never conceded the one-goal lead, and that's how we keep track of this.
And you know what? When it comes down to the business end of things, it's those kind of gritty road performances in a situation like that where you're fighting to make the playoffs. that comes and pays dividends.
Well, that will wrap up our coverage here tonight from historic Keyworth Stadium. DCFC will host Hartford Athletic next Saturday. Go to DebtCityFC.com for tickets. From our broadcast partner, John Krieger, and our producer, John Sofaro, my name is Neil Rule, reminding you one final time. FC Tulsa, a gritty road win, 1-0 over Detroit City FC. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Have a great night. Well, see you later.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.